Naval College, Greenwich, is the grand focal point of maritime Greenwich. It's an impressive architectural feat stretching along the banks of the River Thames. This college stands on the site of the Greenwich Palace, which was the birthplace of King Henry VIII and Elizabeth I. The college is a masterpiece designed by Sir Christopher Wren. Constructed between 1694 and 1896, the building is originally constructed as a Royal Hospital for Seamen, and from 1873 to 1998, it was the Royal Naval College to train officers as Britain's Navy made the transition from sail to steam power. Today, the iconic site is a home to the University of Greenwich and Trinity Laban Conservatory of Music and Dance. As well as being a popular attraction in itself, drawing millions of visitors each year, the site also serves as a backdrop for music festivals and a spectacular location for blockbuster films, such as Buckingham Palace's courtyard in The Crown, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, Thor: The Dark World, Sherlock Holmes, and among many others. The Royal Hospital Chapel. The Royal Hospital Chapel was built by English architect Thomas Ripley in 1682 to 1785, following designs by Sir Christopher Wren for the use of the staff and pensioners of the Royal Hospital. The naval veterans were expected to attend the chapel every day. In 1779, the chapel was gutted by fire, but was rebuilt by British architect and neoclassical artist James Athenian Stewart between 1713 and 1788, with nautical motifs designed to make the naval pensioners feel at home. The Nelson Pediment. Installed in King William Court in 1812, these pediments commemorate the death of Admiral Lord Nelson. It shows a Triton lifting Nelson's body up to Britannia as Neptune follows in his chariot. Personification of England, Scotland, and Ireland mourn the hero while the British Lion roars in exultation at Nelson's victory. The Painted Hall. The Painted Hall boasts one of the most spectacular Baroque interiors in Europe. The incredible ceiling and wall decorations were conceived and executed by British artist Sir James Thornhill. The epic painting schemes, known as the Britain's Sistine Chapel, took 19 years from the start of the commission to its completion in 1726. Visitor Center. Named after the famous diarist who worked as a naval administrator in Greenwich and dating from 1874, this building serves as a squash and racket courts for officers at the Royal Naval College. The front elevation is adorned with busts of maritime heroes including Sir Francis Drake and Admiral Lord Nelson. The Queen's House in Greenwich. Inigo Jones designed the beautiful Queen's House in Greenwich, bringing classical architecture to England in the process. The Queen's House in Greenwich is one of the most interesting buildings in the country. It is architecturally important as well as being famous for its former occupants and its art collection. The Queen's House even has its own ghost, if legend is to be believed. The Royal Observatory Greenwich is an observatory situated on a hill in Greenwich Park overlooking the River Thames. It played a major role in the history of astronomy and navigation, and because the prime meridian passes through it, it gave its name to Greenwich Mean Time. The prime meridian is in the line of 0° longitude, the starting point for measuring distance both east and west around the Earth, the same way that the equator separates north to south. And inextricably linked with Greenwich Mean Time, it is also set at the center of our system of time zones. Its path is determined by the location of an historic telescope, the Erie Transit Circle, which is housed at the Royal Observatory, Greenwich. Cutty Sark is a British clipper ship. Built on the River Leven, Dumbarton, Scotland in 1869 for the Jacksville shipping line. She was one of the last sea clippers to be built and one of the fastest, coming at the end of a long period of design development, which was halted as sailing ship gave way to steam propulsion.